And we're set. Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
I was gonna say, okay, then it's 7. We've got a quorum. Everybody's here. So if we could start with the roll call the meeting to order.
Commissioner Zelinski,
Here.
Commissioner Moons,
Here.
Commissioner Cousins,
Here.
Commissioner Paterchuk,
Here.
Commissioner Stringer.
Here.
And I'll let the minutes reflect that City Manager Barbara Sondag is in attendance, along with City Planner and GIS Coordinator Jonathan Roper, along with myself, the Department of Planning and Community Development Director, and City Attorney Paul Martin,
Okay, and
and Mr. Carl, our Council Liaison. Sorry about that.
yes,
Sorry, Greg.
okay. I think public comments, there are 2 attendees, but I believe they are going to be part of our discussion. I don't see anybody else on. If there are any public comments, we can take those now.
I don't see any hands.
Okay, if there are no public comments, then I think our discussion tonight, most of which is going to be in closed session, so I think we're going to need a motion to go to closed session. Somebody would want to make that motion?
A motion we go to closed session pursuant to the applicable regs.
That would be for real estate and attorney-client privilege. And
Okay,
Paul,
we need-
what are the numbers?
6.1.021.1 and 6.10.021.2, I
Thank you.
believe. Get that
Well,
right?
there's also contracts, which I prefer you get that on the record too, but I don't know if it's not 13, but I think it might be 12.
Okay.
But we'll fill that in later.
Thank you.
61021.12, I believe it is.
Governing contracts to be clarified
Yeah.
later. Okay. Did we get a second? And I'm not sure we did.
Second.
Okay. And Carlos, I believe we need a roll call vote to go to closed session?
Yes, sir. Commissioner Zelinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Moons,
Yay.
Commissioner Cousins.
Yep.
Commissioner Paterchuk,
Yes.
and Commissioner Springer.
Yes.
And the motion passes unanimously to go into closed session at 7:02.
Okay, so we're out of closed session. Again, I didn't see any meeting notes attached to anything, so Carlos, I'm gonna guess that's a postpone until next time. Is there anything that you or Jonathan want to add to tonight's comments from the city staff report perspective?
No, given we kind of went over the activities last week. And there, Barb, is there anything regarding easy storage?
At this point.
Looks like a no. Okay. Greg, anything in the past week that came up council-wise?
No, I would say not.
That's a no. Okay. Mr. Martin, anything that we should be aware of as we went through a lot of things tonight that do touch on the legal area?
No, not that I can think of.
Well, guys, we apparently didn't push hard enough if we didn't upset Paul in some way. I mean, next time we got to do a much better job. Rattle him a little bit. All right, if that's the case, then I'm going to ask for motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Before we get that second and adjourn, David, would you forward that either directly to Barb? Is that what you want, Barb, or do you want it to come up through me? Doesn't matter.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
I'll send it to Barb right after we're done.
that's perfect. Thank you. And there was a second, I think, on there, Carlos.
Second.
Okay, so we are good for adjournment. I appreciate everybody spending the extra time after the last meeting. So hopefully we will pay attention to what council looks at. And I'm assuming, Barb, if we do get a report from the development strategies, that we will have an opportunity to look at it. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Thank you all. Thank you, Paul, for joining us.
Thank
Right.
you.
Good night, all.
Good night.